Okay, stop, friend. If you feel like you're reapplying your deodorant 3 times a day and your smell predictions still ain't right, you're not using too little. You're using it at the completely wrong time of day. And there's one timing mistake that's sabotaging 90% of women over 35, and nobody's talking about it. I'm Dr. Nina, your licensed clinical psychologist, cool auntie, sister, cousin, friend. And today I'm about to flip everything you thought you knew about fighting body odor over on its head. I've shared a lot of body odor tips before, but this is what I've never shared with you. The when matters just as much as the what. Timing is everything when your hormones are playing musical chairs with your body chemistry. Today we're talking about timing strategies, workout specific hacks for those of us that are hitting the gym, and the one application method that changes the entire game. Because understanding when and how to use these products, that's the missing piece that nobody talks about. These are strategies to try at home. And of course, if you're dealing with sudden or severe changes, check with your healthcare provider. But most of us, we gonna work on these few things.
Dr. Nina, the girl next door, beautiful brown baby doll.
So let's explain that timing mistake. The mistake isn't what you're using, it's when you're using it. Most of us slap on an antiperspirant in the morning after we jump out of the shower, right before we rush right out the door. Wrong move. Here's the science. Antiperspirants with aluminum salts, they work by creating temporary plugs in your sweat ducts. But here's the catch. They need 3 things to work: completely dry skin, no active sweating, and 6 to 8 hours of uninterrupted contact time. Morning application, you're fresh out of the shower. Your skin is damp. You're rushing around getting ready. You're starting to produce heat and sweat. The aluminum never gets the chance to properly absorb and create those sweat blocking plugs. Nighttime application changes everything. And for me, this does not activate my hidradenitis suppurativa. So that's quite important because I'm not trying to wake up with oopsies underneath my arms where I get them the most. You see, your body temperature drops while you're asleep and you produce minimal sweat. And these aluminum salts, they have all night to work their way into your sweat ducts, undisturbed. Then here's the brilliant part. You can shower in the morning and rinse off any surface residue. The aluminum is already deep in the sweat glands where it needs to be. You're not washing away the effectiveness, just the surface irritation. I told y'all that I'm currently using the Arm & Hammer Ultra Max in both their regular and fresh scent. That's specifically formulated to reduce sweat from stress and not just heat. And after 35, most of our problematic sweat is from stress. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna cut in real quick. Make sure that you comment and also like this video. YouTube is suppressing your girl a little bit, and I want to make sure that y'all are getting all this good information. Thank you, boo. It's free. So let's talk about why your body changed. And some of us call this a sudden betrayal of our bodies. After 35, you got this hormone cocktail happening, okay? And it ain't no lemon drop. Estrogen declining while testosterone stays relatively stable. The shift changes the actual composition of what you're secreting. And you have 2 types of sweat glands. Eccrine glands all over your body that produce watery cooling sweat, and apocrine glands in your armpits, groin, and under the breast that produce a thick and milky protein-packed sweat. And I learned this young when I had issues with hidradenitis suppurativa. I don't have many now, but back in my 20s when I was having hidradenitis pop up, especially underneath my arms and also in the folds of my legs, I had to learn a lot about where those sweat glands were and what they activate and how they're often hormone related. But before 35, your apocrine glands were relatively chill. After 35, they're working overtime, pumping out the protein-rich substance that bacteria absolutely go crazy over. It's like switching from serving bacteria a salad to serving them a steak dinner from Steak 48 or Capitol Grill, some of my favorites. The bacteria on your skin, we're talking staph epidermis and coryn bacteria. They break down the proteins and create volatile compounds. So that sharp ammonia smell, you know, the kind of catch you in the back of the throat, kind of tangy like, the urea breakdown. That sour milk scent, lactic acid. That oniony sulfur funk. Protein breakdown. You didn't get dirtier or lazier. Your internal chemistry literally changed the recipe. So that bacterial control strategy. So since we know the bacteria are converting your sweat into funk, let's cut them off at the source. And this is where your washing strategy becomes so critical. Y'all know I love my penoxyl benzoyl peroxide wash. It comes in 4% and 10% concentrates. And maybe start with 4% under the underarms, under the breasts, inner thighs, not inside, and even the feet 2 to 3 times a week. For me, 2 times gets the job done. And I also love a little Hyba cleanse or Dettol. Both of those are antibacterial soaps. And especially since I have a history of hidradenitis suppurativa, those work like chef's kiss. You must moisturize after though, y'all, because it will dry you out, all of them. And here's the key a lot of people fail to mention. Application timing matters here too. Use these at the end of your shower and not at the beginning. I know you love to smell like your favorite scented wash, but get that good wash in last so that it maintains on your skin. Lather it on rich on those problem areas. Continue with the rest of your shower routine, then rinse it off last. This gives 2 to 3 minutes of contact time, and that actually kills bacteria instead of you washing it off right away. And like I said, always follow with a moisturizer because benzoyl peroxide and antibacterial washes are drying. If you're experiencing irritation, of course you want to check with your doctor, but that's when I drop down to twice weekly or start with the 4% if you've only started with the 10%. For daily washing, the Dove Sensitive Skin really works, and I also love the Arm & Hammer. These maintain your skin's pH around 5.5 without stripping them. Use these kinds every day. Save the Panoxyl for your 2 to 3 times weekly bacterial reset. Now this two-pronged approach, controlling when the bacteria can feast and reducing when you're serving them, because baby, these kind don't get up when they're full. Okay, they keep eating. This is the strategy that actually works long-term. Now speaking of those chemistry changes, let me tell you about something that completely and softly transformed my fragrance game. I've always been someone that associates scents with confidence. Power scent for big presentations, fresh scents post-workout, and after a shower, of course, and romantic scents for date night. But when this good old body chemistry shifted at 40, fragrances I'd worn for years smelled completely off to me. I'm not gonna say no names. Some went sour, some disappeared within the hour, bars, and some just smelled wrong. And that's when I discovered Scentbird, and I'm thrilled that they're sponsoring today's video. When your skin chemistry is in flux, committing to a $100 plus bottle is risky business, and in this economy, definitely risky business. So let me walk you through what I've been testing. Y'all know I love my Tocca Laila, and one of my best friends and our baby's godmama, she hooked me up with a bottle after she taught me talking about it after trying it through Scentbird. The green mandarin, bergamot, jasmine, and toasted vanilla. Ooh, right up my alley. Bright citrus opening that melts into a warm vanilla. I've been wearing this a lot lately. It's my signature now. Then there's the Skylar Clean Beauty. A close second this time. Hypoallergenic and fresh. Light, airy, sits close to the skin. Perfect post-workout and shower, especially when I want clean without overpowering. And then the Maison Nomad Noé, the Moroccan cedar, the woody cedar, the nutmeg, the leather, and the vanilla. Deep and cozy. Sean even loves it. And I've reached for it on my focus days or even weekend evenings. Grown woman. And the Cirque du Soleil Parfum. Carnival vibes, but sophisticated. It's good for a date night when you want to feel playful. Now, each vial has a 30-day supply. Bomb, right? And that's crucial because you need to see how a scent evolves, especially with your changing body chemistry throughout the day and across different situations, especially ones involving stress. And the cases, they're ridiculously portable. I keep one in my purse, one in my gym bag for post-workout freshening. And honestly, it's just become my favorite way for trying new scents at an affordable price. And what's sold me is affordability and low risk. First month is only $9, then under $18 monthly. You heard me right. They have over 900 fragrances from Prada and Versace and niche houses like Parfums de Marly. You get to experiment without the commitment. And here's something I learned. Wearing the same fragrance every day can lead to nose blindness. You literally stop smelling it on yourself. Scentbird rotates you through new scents monthly, so you avoid fragrance fatigue completely. So if you want to try it, scan the QR code or use my link below. With the code DrNina55, you get 55% off your first month. That's $9 plus free delivery plus a free case. Don't say I ain't never done nothing for you. So for those of us in that workout game, we know it can get funky. Let's talk about those of us who exercise regularly or even irregularly, because working out adds a whole nother layer to this situation. You can't exactly apply a lot of antiperspirant before a workout because you want to sweat. I mean, you can, but you know what I mean. So here's my system. I apply my antiperspirant the night before my morning workout. It's already in my sweat glands, but I'm still able to produce my sweat during exercise, which is actually healthy and necessary for cooling. In my gym bag, I like to keep deodorant and antibacterial wipes, a travel deodorant, a change of underwear at minimum. Y'all know about my emergency bag. Leaving sweaty underwear on is asking for problems. Hit the problem areas with your deodorant or antibacterial wipes immediately. Don't allow the sweat to sit on your skin for hours. And if you can, take a light shower. Because if you can't shower right after, this is your insurance policy. But if you have access to a shower, you don't need a full production. Make sure that you're rinsing off the hot spots really well. I like to wash myself at least 2 times thoroughly, head to toe. Don't miss the legs or the feet. Underarms, under breast, growing area, feet, legs. Use a pH balanced wash and dry thoroughly. And this is where a little bit of powder becomes your best friend. Burt's Bees dusting powder that goes in my sports bra, between my thighs, and on my feet before putting on fresh clothes. I even use it on my baby's feet, okay? Because her little feet are starting to sweat too. It absorbs residual moisture and it keeps you fresh until you can do a proper shower. So what about those workout clothes? Here's a hack for you. Turn your sweaty clothes inside out right after you take them off. This allows them to air dry without trapping the moisture and bacteria on the inside. And when you get home, don't let sweaty clothes sit in your bag. Straight to the wash or hang them to dry completely. For those of you doing hot yoga, intense cardio, or anything that make you drip, or running, whatever it is, double down on that nighttime antiperspirant application. Apply it 2 nights in a row before your workout day. Trust me on this. Now, you know I had to get into that internal strategy, okay? What you put inside your body is just as important as what you put on it. Internal support always changes the game. And I know the difference when I'm not eating what I should. Zinc is definitely directly linked to body odor. I told y'all Nature-Made zinc is $3 all day. I take 15 milligrams daily with food. It took me about 3 weeks to notice the difference when I started doing this again. It wasn't just taking it in a multivitamin, but it supports the body's natural bacterial control. I told y'all I love my Mary Ruth's liquid morning multivitamin with the hair growth. 8 B vitamins, including the biotin, and formulated to protect the skin barrier health from within. Healthier skin equals better bacterial management. And the dragon fruit melon flavor, it hits every time. And gut health, I'm gonna sing this from the rooftops. It impacts skin health. Your budget-friendly probiotics really come in handy here. There's different ones like Culturelle, Align, Azo, and they run you about 20 to 25 bucks. Your gut microbiome directly affects that skin microbiome, and way more than we think. And hydration is a non-negotiable. Half your body weight in ounces daily, and lime if you want it. When you stay hydrated, your sweat isn't as concentrated, and then it won't be extra pungent. And fabric and clothing strategy really do matter. Your clothes help you or help you smell worse. Synthetic workout fabrics, they're amazing for moisture wicking, but they trap odor compounds in the fiber itself. Try to pre-treat your workout clothes before washing them. I've tried different methods, and here's what actually works for me without irritating my skin or actually just masking smell. Arm & Hammer Crystals Fresh are fantastic. It actually neutralizes odors at the molecular level instead of covering them up with fragrances. I add it direct to the wash cycle with my regular detergent. And OxiClean for me has been another winner. It doesn't irritate me, and it seems to break down the odor-causing compounds. And big whoop, because it is containing baking soda, which is an amazing one. I pre-soak my really funky workout clothes in OxiClean, and I try to do that 30 minutes before washing. It's a game changer for sports bras and leggings. And I told you this before, but you can make a paste with your baking soda and water, or even with that OxiClean. When you make it with a little bit of water, rub it into the armpit and the crotch area of your workout clothes, or in pants you sit in all day long. I mean, let's be real. Let it sit 30 minutes and then wash. All 3 of these options seem to work for me rotated, but find what works for you. And another thing is, don't overload the washing machine. We like to put mountains and mountains of clothes in the washer. It can only handle so much. And overcrowding actually prevents the detergent from doing its full job. It can't reach all of your clothing. You want to use the proper amount of detergent. And underdosing leaves residue behind as well. Add a half a cup of white vinegar to your wash cycle weekly. I find that it strips deodorant buildup and kills bacteria, especially the ones embedded down deep into the clothes that could be destroying your clothes. It gets all up and through that fabric and you can't get it out. And then some people go and put that stinky stuff right on in the dryer. Y'all know what I'm talking about, baking in the scent. Stop. You also want to rotate your workout clothes as much as you can. Don't wear your sports bra twice in a row without washing it. I know some people have done it. But the second wear is when those bacteria really colonize that synthetic fabric. Okay, friends, let's troubleshoot some common issues. These are the things that I hear most often. The nighttime application feels weird. It takes 3 to 4 nights to get used to it. Stick with it. The results are worth the adjustment period. I'm still sweating through everything. You might have hyperhidrosis, which is excessive sweating beyond normal. Talk to your doctor about possible prescription options or other options, like glycopyrrolate or even Botox injections. Those can help with sweat reduction. My skin is too sensitive for benzoyl peroxide. Start with 2.5% concentration. Use only once weekly and always moisturize after. And if that's still too much, try chlorhexidine wash instead. And I smell myself even after all of this. Schedule a checkup. It's time, buttercup. Sudden change in body odors that are really distinct, that could signal a thyroid issue, diabetes, or other metabolic conditions that need medical attention. So when should we see our doctor? If you're experiencing sweet or fruity odors, fishy smells, or sudden dramatic changes in your body odor, especially those that don't resolve with any strategies, please, I'm asking you, see your healthcare provider. Sometimes body odors are a way for your body to signal that you may need medical treatment, and there's zero shame in getting checked out. Your body is going through changes, and medical support might be exactly what you need. Now let's recap these game changes. Apply antiperspirant at night for 6 to 8 hours of absorption. Use benzoyl peroxide wash or antibacterial wash at the end of your shower, at least 2 to 3 times weekly. If you work out, post-workout wipes, especially if you're just going from the gym to home, are non-negotiable. Support from the inside with zinc, probiotics and hydration, and pre-treat those workout clothes and fix your laundry routine. Now drop a comment for me. Were you making any of these mistakes? Let's normalize talking about this. Look, it's okay. We're dealing with hormonal shifts and I'm here with you, sis. Now we're gonna work with our bodies instead of against it. Make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.